This is Grapplers Talk.
What is up, fans of Grapplers Talk?
Yo, 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 everyone.
This is Dave and Chris, and this is another awesome episode of Grapplers Talk. We have a very special guest in the studio with us. He's famous for his Instagram page with BJJ memes. None other than Buffalo Black's very own David Joven. Man, what's up, brother?
What is up, fam? How we doing?
Yeah.
Yo, yo, thanks for being on, man.
We appreciate you taking the time out of your day to be here, and I just wanted to have you on, man. You're a really awesome person, like really supportive in the community. You're a cool guy to talk to out at the competitions. You're always there coaching your guys and your team and always there to support them. So I just wanted to have you on, kind of talk to you a little bit. And let's just start out with your journey. How'd you get introduced into martial arts in general, Jiu-Jitsu? How'd you end up with Buffalo Black? Let's start from the very beginning.
Well, martial arts, my family's always been into it. My dad ran the old Marquini school back in the day, or behind what was Long John Silver's and whatever the hell it is now.
Oh, okay.
So I did karate for a bit.
Was that the Renbukai
Yeah,
place?
Renbukai.
Okay. A lot of people ask about that place. And,
Yeah, because Nick and Nate were even there.
Yeah.
So they know my dad. They don't know me.
Yeah.
And then funny, anytime prior to now, but like when I first started training, Kalani would always introduce me as Terry Joven's kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with that, I would do karate, Renbukai, whatever, and then a little bit of Eskrima, not much because I hated learning under my dad because you know how it is to learn under my dad's. My kids hate when I coach them.
Who did your dad train Eskrima under?
He did De Cuerdas, so
Okay. Like the Tino side. And
he did the Tino side,
Okay.
and then he was
Angel Caballas?
He was with Angel. They do like the little multi-style thing what
Right.
they do now because he's with June and all those other guys. And if you're ever in North Stockton and you drive by his house off of Muir Woods, you'll see them like Wednesday nights and Saturday mornings in the park or in the garage.
Still getting down.
Yeah, still. And he's like 70.
That's tight.
That's what's up, man.
Eskrima is definitely something you can do well up there in age and have that beer belly and all that other crap. Fast forward to doing jiu-jitsu. My son, we had family friends that were training under Kalani. They were kids in 2017. So we brought him into it. He was training, and about a year later, my wife gets me a gi. It says, hey, we signed you up for the rest of the year for Father's Day. Dude, I trained like maybe twice and quit.
Yeah.
Paid the whole rest of the year, and I trained twice.
Wow.
Got my ass beat and quit. And Kalani likes to tell the story because he says David would pull up into the parking lot and fucking sit there and then go home.
Yeah.
And then the same thing, 2018 happens. I do the same exact thing. We pay for a whole another year. And I do the same thing. I maybe had like maybe 2 weeks of consistency. They went on vacation. Gym was closed. I quit again.
Yeah.
So I really didn't start.
So you're just donating to the gym.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Helping keep the lights on one way or another.
Yeah.
Because both my kids trained and then, both of the kids then, now we have 3 kids and they're all training.
Nice.
And then the wife and myself. So I didn't really start being super consistent and gung-ho about it until 2019. And then now it's just every day going in there, getting my ass kicked by Kalani.
So what made the switch for you? What was there a specific thing that made the switch for you to just wanting to go every day?
2019, about summertime, my son said he wanted us all to compete at Jiu-Jitsu World League because it was on his birthday, so he wanted to do it as a family.
Wow.
Okay.
So
It's hard to tell him no, right?
Yeah, hard to tell him no. So like, then I just started showing up more consistently during the night classes, not the morning yet. Got second place in that one.
Nice.
And then so after that, I was like, all right, I'll start showing up 5 a.m.s all the time. Plus, I wanted to like really shove it in the face of my brother-in-law who was training with us at the time that we don't really talk about anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of falling
Did he
off.
disappear?
Yeah, he's in town, but we don't really
Yeah.
interact with him.
Yeah.
But so I wanted to do it better than him, and then also do his diet better than him, and
Yeah.
just to shove it in his face.
Nice. All right. So there's a good combination of revenge and the kids and everything.
But
plus
mainly
victory.
the kids. Plus, man, my son's like 13 now, and I wanted to be able to stop from him being able to whoop my ass once he got old enough. 'Cause
Right.
now the kid's like about 6 feet tall. And
Right.
Like,
Yeah, dude. My kid's 7 and he's like getting attitude already. I'm like, bro, no. I gotta put it in check now.
yeah, so I just make sure he knows that dad can still whoop his ass.
Yeah.
I mean, not so much on the level like Kalani when you watch him roll with his kids, but
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's important. So you got into it right before COVID. You know, that could have easily distracted you or got you back out of it. How'd you stay consistent during COVID and keep up with your martial arts?
Well, Kalani actually did Zoom classes. So Tuesday, Thursday nights, we would still do the Zoom classes, and then I'd get to roll with my wife. My kids were still small at the time. So my son's probably, 10 at the time. My older daughter, 11, 12. So they weren't really fun rolls, but I would still at least kind of do something with them. And then Kalani would also make us work out at 5, 6 in the morning on Zoom. I probably skipped a lot of those.
It's hard.
Man, he was like doing like EMOMs and stuff, like 10, 20 burpees every minute on the minute. And I was like, man, I'm dying. I think I'm actually hurting more doing this than when we were in class.
Right.
So there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
And then a lot of me bitching on social media constantly about Jiu-Jitsu being essential.
Yeah. It really is, you know.
sure.
So many people like were lost. I feel like without it, you know what I mean? Like without the physical interaction of jiu-jitsu, like instructors tried, you know, trying to do martial arts classes over Zoom, and I even sent out videos to my kids' classes during that time, and you know, just to keep up with something, right?
Yeah.
But it was hard.
It's hard to have a martial art like jiu-jitsu that's so physical contact, you know, so much physical contact that during that time, you know what I mean, nobody wanted to touch each other, but
Right.
there were still some of the OGs and still some of the guys around town though getting down, and you just had to kind of find the underground open mats and stuff, you know what I mean?
He would have us do like Eskrima and a little bit of self-defense outside. It was even like on Good Day Sacramento or whatever, because they came and recorded us.
Yeah.
And then maybe after that hour of doing that, he'd open up the back door and we'd go in through the back.
Yeah.
And then we'd be training with the front door locked, the curtains closed, and then in the dark as well there. So
Right.
the only thing you would see was the light from the roll-up door, because it's a warehouse.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
It's crazy during those times. I don't want to shout out their names, but I know a lot of gyms in town were doing, you know, go through the back door type things. And I know a lot of people invested in mats at their house. I'm sure mat distributors were making shitloads of money during that time because jiu-jitsu guys needed a place soft to roll, you know, and I invested in mats. I know Lynn, our buddy, invested in mats. There's a lot of people out there that bought mats during that time.
And Matt's cleaning solution too, man. Like,
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, because I could see a lot of gyms probably just all they did was just up their cleanliness, right? I mean,
Their standards.
yeah, I mean, I know at Strive we have a thing we step our feet in and clean our feet before we get on the mats and stuff. Get on, you know what I mean? Because we do it for the kids mostly, because the kids, man, they'll just run around.
Yeah,
feet are just gross.
I think because of the pandemic, that made me super, super vocal about COVID and how much I hated it. And
Man.
I was like, then I started being the one constantly being against the vaccine. I was really bad about it.
Yeah. It was hard. I actually, during that time, I traveled a lot.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
I was going to other states in the South, like Alabama and Texas, and the shit was so different. And I'm like, what are we? You guys really believe this? Like, you get off the plane in Texas, no masks, nothing. Like, everyone's inside eating. Like, California was outside still, so it was real weird. And I was just like, man, if these idiots in California don't see that everywhere else is open but us, you know, there's something going on.
Dude, we went to San Francisco and we were like with family and friends, like enjoying the pier and everything. We had to eat outside because my ass did not get the vaccine.
Right.
So I didn't have the card. So they're like, oh, you can't sit inside.
Yeah.
Like, My bad, guys. It's all freezing cold.
You can't come in here. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just I know a lot of martial artists were struggling during that time with mental health and things like that were really starting to affect people. But yeah, thank God we got out of that, man.
Sure. Yeah.
That was just a horrible time. I didn't mean to get into it and remind everyone how shitty it was. But
yeah, seriously, dude. Way to bring the mood down.
But yeah, man.
It's back to jiu-jitsu.
It helped me pass up a lot of guys.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? The people that were doing nothing or fell off, you know, a lot of people I'm sure just completely fell off.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's funny is during that time I ran a lot, just, you know, because everything was close. So I wanted to run more just to keep my lungs going. And
What is this running?
the fun,
Yeah.
I know I haven't done it in forever, but
Forget that.
dude, I was getting up to like 5 miles at one point, man, 8-minute miles and
Wow.
stuff. It was good, but now I'm nowhere near that. But anyways, my favorite was like running. I'd run, you know, and do my thing, but then I'd be driving around. I'd see other people running with a fucking mask on. I'm like, what are you doing? You're by yourself, stupid, and you're making it harder. But yeah. It was just.
Yeah, it's
funny.
fucking funny that you still see people in their car by themselves driving with a mask on. I'm like,
It's funny nowadays that COVID's coming back, or you know, some people are getting sick or whatever. It's cold and flu season, but you see the mask coming back, and I'm like, oh my god, you guys still believe that shit works? Like, I saw a guy at the bank. Sorry to stop you there, but I saw a guy at the bank. He had his phone in a Ziploc bag. He had gloves on, and he had a mask.
Maybe he's a germaphobe.
Obviously, he's a germaphobe, but
When
man,
I'm
like,
sick, I'll wear a mask if I go somewhere just because I don't want to spread it. Or if I go somewhere I know that there's going to be sick people. Like I had to go to the hospital the other day for my father-in-law. I put a mask on because I'm not trying to take that shit back to my kids.
Well, that's smart, but you know,
But no, not to like the grocery store and stuff.
But going the extra mile of wearing, you know, rubber gloves and putting your phone in a plastic bag, like who are you
Tyvek
worried
suit and all
about
that.
touching your phone? You know, like you should
Yeah.
have that thing in your pocket, you dumb fuck.
All right, let's get back to jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Jesus.
So, talking about your martial arts history, right? Talk about the transition to the ground game, right? Going from a karate style and a eskrima style to the transition of grappling and jiu-jitsu. How different was it for you, or did you seem to pick up just the martial arts aspect pretty easy?
a lot of people would say, "Oh, dude, it's in your blood, martial arts." I'm like, nah. And for the longest time, Dominguez used to try to get me to roll with him a lot. I'm like, dude, I don't want your sweaty ass on me.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, nah, that's, you know, most of us, we like when you would look at a wrestling room in high school, you're like, nah, man, that's gay. I don't want to do that.
Right.
And now I'm like, hey man, come lay on top of me so I can try something.
Yeah.
But the transition, just training in general, because dude, I was like 225 pounds when I started training. Cause
Oh wow.
I was just a fat guy just sitting on his couch eating McDonald's. Well, in and out. But
Sounds good.
so yeah, the transition was just, you know, really just trying to get comfortable getting my ass beat constantly. And obviously it took a while because it took me a year and a half to actually really buy into it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And Kalani walking by as I was at the kids' class, holding his hands like an upside down diamond thing, wording the word and the synonym for cat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Alika doing the same thing.
He's
to
giving
me
you
too.
the Diamond Dallas
There
page,
you go,
you
man.
know?
Yeah, you know, he's throwing up the rock.
Peer pressure got to you, huh?
But now I'm his most consistent guy, and his most consistent training partner. So.
We had Kalani on some time back, and he was talking about you very highly and how consistent you have been. How do you stay so consistent? You know, there's times where, you know, we get out of routine, or maybe we go on vacation and it's hard to come back and get in that routine. How do you stay so consistent?
I treat it like coffee, like it's a drug.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
we went on a cruise early June, so we were gone about a week and a half. We got back in Sunday, so I couldn't make Sunday service, so I was back there 5 a.m. Monday morning.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, dude, I just go in like every freaking day.
Make it like a priority, huh?
Yeah, I do. It's literally like, oh man, 10:30 at night. I got to go to sleep. Wife's looking at me, you can't stay up. And she works overnight, so it's not every night. So most of the time it's stay up, get the kids in bed. And then now I get myself in bed unless it's a night where she's off. But yeah, it's just really do it. It's part of my everyday life, man. So,
you built it into a habit now.
Definitely. So. It's just a habit of a consistency, and I hate going without it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's almost like when you miss a practice, you're like fiending.
Yeah, dude. I was in San Diego for Comic-Con. So I went down there with my homies, and I was like itching to train, and like, I don't know. I mean, I did know anybody out there, but I wasn't driving. I didn't want to Uber or anything like that. So I went that 4 or 5 days without training. Oh. And then get back Sunday afternoon, same thing, first thing Monday morning, go train. Then a little bit in that afternoon, Kalani said, hey, man, I got a message from Arte Suave. Do you want to do a match? And I swear to God, if I'm like Alfredo or Don, the guy that's doing the matchmaking now, if they would have messaged me, I would have said no. Yeah, I'm good.
Since it was coach, it was different.
But since it was coach, I was like, fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
And just, how old is the guy?
You've done a few matches this year, right?
This year I haven't competed in a tournament yet, and I really want to. It's more.
You did Fight to Win, right?
I did Fight to Win in April, and then this last Arte Suave.
Okay.
And then Alfredo knows now. Oh, so now I just got to go through Kalani.
Yeah,
so
he knows how to get you. Yeah,
man. If he's listening, you're done.
Yeah, he knows because like he said, oh, that's all I got to do. I was like, well, he's like, bet. I'm like,
right.
It was like, as long as it's within closer to my age or something, I'm fine. So
yeah,
I mean, homeboy from Scrap Pack, he was 38, so that's not that big of a drop.
Yeah.
So
anything planned?
Maybe doing this November's
the
Jiu-Jitsu
party
World League.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, Jiu-Jitsu World League.
I wouldn't, because I want to see how it goes against someone that's actually in my age or what age bracket and weight.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I feel pretty comfortable doing that. I mean, like,
it's the finals too, so you might get a good amount of guys like signing up for it. You know.
I mean, like, to me, I look at it as ain't nobody gonna kick my ass like Kalani, Alika, and Cyrus are gonna kick my ass all the time.
Yeah.
So
that's a good mentality. Like you're more worried about your training partners every day at 5 a.m. than going to any match, right?
Yeah, dude. The training partners at 5 a.m. That's their big joke now, is because a lot being on here.
Yeah.
So we refer to it as the meatheads all the time. Yeah. We give them shit about it all the time. And like, dude, and I'm like I don't like to lift. Well, I was for a while, but
it was the old meatheads.
Yeah, the old meatheads.
Yeah. Like, so it's like, wait a minute. It's like, bro, man, I'm like the guy that like solely relies on technique, and like I'm not a guard puller, but I welcome playing guard.
Right.
Right.
It's like, because like I don't think you guys weren't there, but they were like, the commentators are like, oh, look, he's a wrestler. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want you to say. Yeah. There's no way in hell I'm a wrestler. But, you know, lower the stance and take a couple of shots. Even in Fight to Win, I was just like feinting my shots just to go encourage the other guy to pull guard. And it worked.
Yeah.
Cool guy. But, yeah, I was like, oh, dude, you should have just waited. Because I'll let a minute pass. A minute passes, I'm a pull guard, because I hate watching hand fights for 5, 7, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That shit's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'll go a minute. I'll try to get a takedown. Let you try to get a takedown. If it doesn't go anywhere, get in my grips and pulling guard.
Yeah.
That's a good.
I won't sit to guard though.
Yeah, sitting and scooting out to guard.
Fuck that.
I don't do that either.
Yeah. But I'll pull, but I won't sit.
Yeah. Like, there's a huge difference to that. There's a huge difference to
definitely.
That. I don't know. I don't think I've ever pulled guard.
Pulled guard
in a tournament?
Tournament, no.
Oh yeah.
But that's why
maybe in the gi for sure, but no gi. I don't think I've ever pulled guard. No.
It's harder to get those grips.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm more confident in my wrestling, I think, than I am pulling guard.
I just play like I am. Then you watch me on Sundays and I get taken down like 10 times by Alika.
Yeah.
Like, he held me up yesterday. I was like, dude, you're just carrying all of my weight. He's like, yeah, I didn't want to slam you down hard.
That's thoughtful.
Yeah.
That's thoughtful.
It's nice of him.
I'm like, please just ankle pick me or something.
So start from the ground.
So how did you get started with your memes?
I'm friends with one of the bigger accounts. And so like it kind of I would just make a meme here and there on my personal page. And then I was like, you know what? might as well just fucking do it. And then it just kept on growing and growing. I was like, obviously I'm doing it right because I'm getting all the right kind of followers.
Yeah.
Because it's weird because like Tom DeBlas, Kent Peters, Freakazoid.
Nice.
So I get a lot of good, like, well-known grapplers, and then you got
good.
Yancey following. I was like,
Damn.
I must be doing something right if I'm getting like well-known grapplers and fighters to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty awesome. You got to have a real talent for that, right? You got to be looking around for the right thing to catch. Like you caught the meathead thing, right?
Yeah.
So many people could have skipped over that, and you made a little meme out of it. That's pretty awesome.
well, Coach caught it first, and then I was like, oh man, this open season on that one.
For a lot.
Yeah, but you've had some good ones out there. You had that one recently that made me laugh about Cyrus. Cyrus is like, "Oh, don't worry, I got some good pictures of you," and he shows the picture of him getting choked.
Dude, my face is so fucked up in that one too. I'm like, my lady was like, "Dude, your mouth looks like a butthole in that one." I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I every time I see a picture of Kalani doing, like, he does some cool shit on you though, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, ooh, I got to rewind it and try to watch it step by step and seeing your face step by step, bro. It looks painful, man.
like if you were actually, if like it wasn't the music that he would choose, you hear me almost every round. I'm calling him an asshole or a motherfucker.
Like while he's doing it.
Yeah. Or I'll say, "Don't you fucking do it."
Yeah.
Like it's all the time. I'm always cussing him out or talking shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe 2-3 years ago, I just shut my mouth and like yelp in pain.
Yeah,
Now it's more.
it's funny.
Now the
Sometimes
cope is talking shit to him as he's doing it.
he'll hit those submissions where like he's like arm locking him while he's choking him. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
The worst is because he'll have me dead to rights and then just fucking wrist lock me. Like,
Just cause, huh?
yeah, just cause.
Yeah, that's fine.
But now it makes it a little bit more resilient when other people try to wrist lock me.
yeah, if you could start fighting that off, you're doing all right.
I mean, yeah, because Law is not a weak or small man.
No, he's very strong.
Have you experienced any like bad injuries or anything crazy?
Speaking of wrist, Thanksgiving open mat, I guess 2021. So I was still a white belt. We were doing shots for submissions, and I was rolling with Kalani. By then, I'm drunk as hell because he's already subbed me a bunch of times. I rolled with Cyrus, and Cyrus was the one pouring the walk onto the mat shot.
So wait, you were a white belt and you went in there and you had Cyrus and Kalani as guys. The loser had to take a shot.
Yeah, and he's every sub.
Dude. Oh, you were hammered. Okay.
So Kalani's setting my ass up. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm passing this motherfucker's guard, and he fucking wrist locks me as I'm driving into it, and like you're drunk. So I tore like multiple ligaments on my wrist.
Oh wow.
And so that was my first major freaking injury. And then I showed up the next open mat with that just shit taped like it was a cast.
Yeah, just hella tape. Huh?
Yeah.
Kalani will do that too. I've seen videos where he just like, hey,
Bro,
if you're injured, tape
I thought he
your
had a
shit.
cast on one time and it was just like a fucking rolling a half a tape or something. I was like, dude.
we would spend pretty much like at least a half a roll to a full roll on tape.
Yeah.
Like every morning.
That's smart though. Like, I mean, instead of taking the time off, getting out of shape, missing time, and letting people pass you up, I mean, you're still on the mats, right? You may not be 100%. You're definitely going to be tapping quick to wrist locks.
And when you're, high level like Kalani, you can work on other things in your game to avoid that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Yeah, and he's kind of instilled that in me. So no matter when I'm hurt, I just keep showing up. I busted my shoulder. I don't know what the hell it was, like a rotator or something. Never separated or anything, but like I couldn't lift it like to like reach out and like shake a hand or anything. So, and it was like right before that fight to win. So I just like 1,200, 1,800 milligrams of ibuprofen.
get out there and go. Huh?
Took Alika had a drink and he was coaching me that day. Here, take this, drink that, and just went out and.
Nice.
Yeah.
You handled it though, didn't you? What'd you finish?
I ended up with the belly down straight ankle.
That's right. Yeah. It wasn't that long, was it? I can't remember. It was a while back.
I think it was about 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, about 3 minutes in, but had fun passing guard. I love trying to pass. So yeah, man. I gotta do it for like in 20 minutes. Sometimes Kalani's just doing that with just his legs.
Yeah, just messing with you. Huh?
Yeah, just fucking with me. So I spent a lot of time trying to pass guard. So I enjoy that the other guys will pull guard on me.
You're like, this is easier, a lot easier than in the gym right now.
Oh yeah.
What's your preference on gi or no gi?
That's a good question.
I prefer gi, but I love training both. I don't get to show up to the no gi class as much, so I'm there every Sunday, and I'm there. If I don't, Sunday's the only time that I'll walk in late like a purple belt, and it's only like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
But then I'm there till we start cleaning up the mats and making sure Lot or some of the other guys get the mops or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, let me pull rank.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so I love both, but I love training gi more. It's to me, it's more fun, all the technique and everything.
Right.
A lot more puzzles.
Yeah, a lot more puzzles, and I
tricks.
could play with a lot of different things where I get to mount on in gi. All of a sudden, I'm like, okay, I got armbar and try to smother you, maybe in Ezekiel, where like you can kind of throw in different things from mount on with the gi on or anything like that. So I definitely love gi more. I mean, I train it 6-7 times a week.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like with the gi, there's a little bit more of like the martial arts aspect to it. That's me personally, you know. But no gi, there's so much. I mean, I have mad respect for him because it's a faster game, right?
Oh yeah.
You got to be in real good shape. You got to be a little bit squirrely every once in a while, right? You got to be able to explode out of things. So. Each game has its advantages.
Definitely.
Did you see Chad, Master Chad Bingham up north? He posted a thing about ADCC champions and all the ones that won, and it was like most of them were like
all of them were gi
world
competitors.
Because he was just trying to say like a lot of people are saying the gi's dead, and I'm like, hey, nah, man. Like, the gi will make your no gi better, and vice versa, I believe.
All those AOJ guys going on to who's number one and just fucking kicking ass.
Yeah.
That's primarily gi. I'm like, they put on the all black and then they finally train no gi. But I mean, most of those guys they're in their shiny bright white gis, playing around. And
I love how that gym looks when you like see videos and they're all in their beautiful white gis and their nice mats. And dude, that place is sick.
They must give out like some kind of manual for cleaning too.
You have to. You
all
have
those
to
gis
keep
are
up the
pristine.
standard. They're all beautiful.
No one has that nasty yellowy looking.
Or there's got to be like a gi check before you get on the mats, right? If your gi's too yellow, you can't get on.
Maybe they're just handing out free gis. They're sponsored. They're
Go
like,
buy
hey,
a new
you
one.
signed up.
You got to go buy a new one. Like
Part of this membership is a free gi every month, but your membership's $350 a month.
Yeah, it was funny. I went to a Hoist Gracie seminar at Crosley Gracie's Academy out in Brentwood, and they all have like really nice gis. It's a nice, clean academy, and shout out to our boy Dave Hose, rest in peace. But he was there and he bought a brand new gi for like $200 just to train at the seminar. I was like, damn bro, like
dude.
that's a lot. Like
Trying to look fresh, just to clean.
Yeah, I'm starting to get better at the whole keeping it white thing. It's taken a bit, but I've learned some tips.
What's your secret?
I use this I think it's like I forget the name of it, but it's this bluing solution.
Okay.
Because I guess the blue helps to keep things bright and white, and then obviously like I throw a shitload of freaking the whitening OxyClean in there.
Yeah.
But that bluing thing I think does a lot. I forget what it's called, but it's like some like Granny Smith or some weird ass name. Little tiny blue bottle that you gotta dilute into water and then pour it in there. But it's been doing good because now I'll wear white gis. And before I'm like, it's gotta be black.
I got one white gi, and it's dingy.
For special occasions.
Yeah.
For belt promotions and things like that.
Not even that, dude. For when I'm out of my other gis.
I have
the ones are dirty.
I have a gi that I bought probably 3 years ago, and it's a white and red King's classic gi. It's pretty sick. It's beautiful.
This dude has hella gis, bro.
I've never even worn it. I've washed it 3-4 times to get the right fit, you know, and I've never worn it. I'm saving it for my black belt promotion because I think it looks sick. But
is that the only one you haven't worn that you have?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the only one. I've been saving it for all these years. So now it's like, I feel like it's like sacrilegious if I were to put it on and wear it before it.
He's got like an original Gracie, like
the
kimono and everything,
yeah.
man. Like it's pretty tight. His collection's
nice
pretty
collection.
sick.
How many gis do you own? You're sponsored too, so this may be a little
away. Like I've given and sold a lot, but I probably still have roughly between 15 and 20.
Yeah,
Jesus
that's
Christ,
where I'm at
dude.
too.
What?
Yeah.
But I only cycle through 5.
Yeah.
I
You
have
got
like,
your favorites you choose from.
I got like 4. I have 4 gis.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude.
I'm
you
with
have
David
that
over here. I'm
many?
up to 15 to 20.
Tell us about your sponsor. Tell us about the one that reminds us our jiu-jitsu sucks.
It's for me when I look in the mirror. It's telling me that my jiu-jitsu sucks. I look in the mirror.
We can all kind of relate at some point or another for sure.
But I kind of just like reached out to them and said, hey man, I got a decent size.
Hey man, my jiu-jitsu sucks.
I got a decent sized page. The name kind of reminded me of a meme.
Yeah.
Why don't we work out some kind of deal? And then that's where it happened. Really,
That's cool,
and,
man.
And it's cool because you watch them slowly grow,
Yeah.
and so yeah, it's cool seeing it out there and everything. Like a lot of guys went out to Masters Worlds and competed in one of the bigger guys would be Jay Pages out in Arizona. He's a Kyle black belt.
Okay.
And he did pretty well out there. And I'm like, oh, man. And we're all excited because we're seeing it pass gi check and all that.
Yeah.
So you see 3, 4, 5 of them just passing gi check. Yeah. But cool.
That's pretty tight.
I mean, other than that, they do a lot more. They've been pushing out a lot more no-gi stuff because a lot of the guys do a lot of no-gi.
Okay.
And I'm always egging them on like, hey, man, can we get more gis?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, for sure.
can always use another gi.
Yeah, you got to have variety.
Although
What's
I
your-
only like to buy black mostly. So.
Which one of your gis is your favorite?
Probably the one that I competed on Fight to Win.
There was a
I
white
just
one, right?
Yeah, it's a white one, but I just started wearing it to train in since I know how to clean them better. But yeah, it's got a good fit. So outside of like me pushing who's sponsored, like I really like the fit of the Hyperfly Hyperlight gi.
Okay.
Because I would get that in the A1L because I'm not like the biggest guy, but I have like short torso and long legs.
Yeah.
And so the A1L for that one fits me great.
Nice.
So that's like my favorite gi if I were not sponsored would be the gi that I would buy. And then also how do you say it? Is it Moya? I like their
Moya
gis
brand.
too. Yeah.
I never had one of those.
Never had one.
Because the A1L for that one fits great too.
The L's and the H's, the different in between sizes, those are important. Like I'm in between A2, A3, right? I prefer the A3 for length, but I could do an A2L like when it comes down to it. But
My wife and I went to No-Gi Worlds and King's Gi was there. They had a bunch of gis out and I tried one on and I was at A2H. I didn't realize
You're
it. 'Cause,
heavy.
Like, it stands,
That's what the H
stands
stands
for
for.
handsome, bro.
no, it stands for
Husky, bro.
yeah,
It
husky,
stands
bro.
for handsome,
Yeah,
guys.
remember like when we were kids and they had the husky section
Yeah.
at the store? That's where you're shopping, dog.
It's because I'm too short. That's why. Compact, bro.
Dude, when I was like in the 200s and everything, I had bought myself like it was an A2H, I think 93 brand. I was like wrapping this around. I was like, man, I think I could tie it on my back.
All right, assholes. It felt really good, and I'm getting one, so screw you guys.
What
Screw
are
you guys? I'm going home.
What are your some of your future goals for your jiu-jitsu journey? Do you want to open an academy down the road? Do you want to just kind of keep training, see where everything goes? What's your plans for the future?
That's interesting. I mean, if it's logistically and financially available to me, then yeah, I would definitely enjoy in the future opening one. If I were to get my black belt eventually under Kalani, because I don't really see myself continue training under anywhere else. I mean, we pay like every year, a year in advance.
Yeah.
So we're always like locked in. We're already locked in for 2025.
Yeah.
So
And you pay even when you don't go.
yeah, that's why I go now. All the time, trying to make up for it.
Hitting all the open mats.
I have a very similar teaching style to Kalani. That's part of the reason why he suggested I go out to Ironside and coach and teach out there for a bit. Whenever him and Cyrus are both on vacation, I'm the one that goes and teaches. So I take over morning classes and and evening because they're both gone. So Yeah.
Nice.
If in the future it's available to me, yeah, definitely. I would love to open up one. But that's in the future, dude. I'm still just a 2-stripe purple belt that is a human highlight reel to black belts. I call myself the live action grappling dummy.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I want. I want one of those like crash test dummy Halloween costumes. And
We should make like a 10-minute video just of all the clips.
Hey, all you got to do is go through Kalani and Alika's reels,
Right?
And just
Literally.
combine them all together.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's
And there
tons
you
of
are.
them out there.
That's funny.
Poor guys always getting beat up.
I think that's why people like say what's up to me at Jiu-Jitsu World League. It's not from
they
the
feel
meme.
like they know you
Yeah.
or they have sympathy for you.
Because I mean, my face isn't in all. I mean, if you look really closely in my memes, my face technically is in there because I'll put myself in there in a really, really low opacity. So so it's my way for when I see like certain accounts steal my memes.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I'm right in there.
That's your water stamp, right? Watermark.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure people recognize me just from getting my ass beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, hey, what's up, Kalani's bitch? No.
Bitch.
Oh man.
That's funny. So you said you're thinking about doing November?
Yeah, thinking about it, like if I'm allowed to, because you know I like to ask permission from the missus.
Yeah, I get it.
But then and it's freaking physically draining from you when you coach all day too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because we don't go on till like 3-4 in the afternoon, and
It's a long day.
you're coaching the kids and then helping coach like the white belts and whomever else. Like
You're not really like sitting down or resting or anything like that. You're like running back and
Back and
forth
forth.
and talking and
not
yelling.
focused
Yeah.
on your own match. You're
Right.
focused on what's going on with the next person. Yeah.
And then you see some of the homies, like say for some reason, like Phil, he has a bunch of kids going. Sometimes like he's stuck by himself, or maybe his brother's not there. Like it's like sometimes you got to step in and coach one of their kids.
Yeah.
Or this last one, Frosty, he
Yeah.
didn't have anybody for his gi matches, so I coached
wow.
him I cornered him on his gi matches.
He did hella good, didn't he? Triple gold.
Yeah, he did. I think he did double because because then he went and then did because no-gi, there were so many people for like the intermediate 20-year-olds or, adults
Yeah.
that they did a gold bracket after he took gold in like his smaller bracket or something like that.
Yeah, he's a savage.
But then he had Lou for that. So,
Yeah.
which is good because I'm primarily a gi guy anyway.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Lou knows his shit too.
but yeah, so I was there for his gi matches, and after the first one, seeing him struggle with breaking closed guard, I was like, "Come on, let's go to the side. I got you."
Yeah.
But
Cool, man. That's tight.
What's up? Do you have a preference on if you like the super fights more or more tournament style, and why?
I honestly, after doing a couple super fights, I would say that super fights are easier because once you get over the whole everybody is legitimately watching you because there's no other matches going on.
Yeah.
It's one and done. And then, I mean, that's it. You either win or you lose and you're done. And you see, I lost my last one. If you ever watch it, as soon as I shake hands, I'm smiling. Because I mean, like, dude, it's just a match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where a tournament's like, okay, I got one. Now I got to go after the next guy and you got to conserve your energy or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So
It is a little different. Also, like something I've never really thought of till now is like a lot of those tournament styles you got to pay to be in.
Yeah.
Where these super fights, a lot of times you're featured,
Yeah.
you know? So like you're financially invested at least $100, right? Or
Yeah.
close to for those tournaments, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to lose your money.
It's at least $100. I mean, I just signed up Preston and he was $89 just for him.
Right.
And then I had a credit, so I was able to use a credit to sign myself up, but still, like, it's like $200, bro.
Yeah.
just
But you're
for
still
me.
invested, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Regardless. So
Yeah, where all you got to do is apply and hope they choose you for the super fight, and then it's free. Like,
right.
And then in some cases, like fight to win, you sell
get
enough
a little
tickets,
money,
you
yeah.
get a little money back. Where, because I mean, I don't think they're really doing like a donation base. Where like at least ASE, they're donating a good portion of the proceeds.
Right. I
to
believe
that.
they're a nonprofit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So-
that's pretty awesome. They're doing big things out there, man. And it's only getting better and better. Like their shows, like from a few years back, I competed on one of their cards. And like from where they were even then, like it's just even gotten better and more people and more production value. And it's been impressive to see it grow over time.
Yeah, because like at first it was like the first pay-per-views was like Google something or whatever, and then now it's YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, man,
it's getting pretty good.
Yeah, and then you don't got to worry about them putting a commercial midway through your thing like Fight to Win.
Right.
So I hated that. I'm like,
do they do commercials halfway through?
So what happens is like they go picture in picture on Fight to Win sometimes,
wow.
and then the ad isn't the freaking picture in picture. They may move your match to a tiny little square,
and they put it hella big for
I'm
the
like,
sponsor.
bro, man, what the hell?
Yeah,
Man.
Because you got people
I
paying
didn't know
that.
they did that. I guess I've never either paid attention or I haven't watched enough to like.
You guys better
notice
watch out. You keep talking about Fight to Win, Seth's gonna come fuck you up. Okay,
You're right, man.
watch yourself,
careful, man.
Don't threaten you.
Dude, that shit was hilarious.
Hilarious. He got punked.
We have a little game we play on the show, overrated or underappreciated. And we like to get everyone's little feedback. It's a fun little game we like to have fun with and just kind of hear what your take is on it. You can explain, or the cool thing is about this, you could say absolutely nothing and just say fuck off.
See, this was the one I was fearing because I'm like, sometimes I don't pay too much attention and sometimes I do with MMA and the grappling world.
You could pass. So
We'll see.
Do you want us to stick with MMA fighters or grapplers or mixture?
We could do a mix. I pay attention or pay as little attention to both. It really depends.
All right, let's do some bigger names then, Dave. You start it out.
You want me to start it?
Start it out. Get a big name.
Okay.
Big name that he pronounces or?
Mika Galval.
Mika, let's see.
What's your take on him?
Of course you could pronounce that name.
I think he's a fucking awesome grappler. I think the steroid thing kind of kills it for me because I'm like, dude, you were like 18 or you were a teenager when you were
young.
So
he still looks like he's 17.
Yeah, he's got a really, really good baby face going on.
Yeah.
So I honestly, I wouldn't say overrated because he's still winning everything he's supposed to win and going on to who's number one.
But it kind of tainted, right?
But he's tainted, so it's hard to say overrated or underappreciated. I think maybe we're underappreciating him though because of the taint. The taint. Pause.
You underappreciate the taint.
I think if I'm picking a guy out of that camp, I prefer Baby Shark.
Baby Shark's good, dude.
Yeah.
But that kid, he's got the baby face too.
And the baby voice.
Yeah.
Seriously, yeah. When I heard him talking, I thought it was a voiceover. I thought it was a joke. And oh shit.
Like we think he's making it up and shit.
Yeah,
it's a real fucking voice.
Yeah, dude, it threw me off. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, my leg almost cramped just now.
Oh,
damn. Drink some water, bro.
I got another one for you. Mackenzie Dern. She had a rough CJI match. That was a tough match. But she's been in the game a long time.
As a jiu-jitsu person, I think you can't say she's overrated because she's won everything you're supposed to win. I think as an MMA fighter, she's overrated because I think it's just either not so much name recognition, but
they try to carry her accolades over into MMA, and it's like this is a whole different world over here.
Or they try to carry the other part that starts with an A into MMA because I mean you got
marketability is important though.
Bro.
You got to make money off the fighters.
You got Bobby
right?
Green saying sheesh.
Yeah.
When she walking in and her husband trying to jump him afterwards.
Yeah.
You got what's the owner of Facebook's name? Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
You got him cheering her on in the background.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I think overrated as a fighter. She's got some really cool finishes, but I mean, as the names go up, she hasn't been getting the finish or even the decision. So I believe she's overrated.
Yeah. I got another one for you. You kind of sparked
Fire
something.
in a way. I love it.
As a jiu-jitsu practitioner, okay, and as somebody that's training Mark Zuckerberg, overrated or underappreciated. Now remember, he won his first tournament. And he's a blue belt under a very recognizable Dave Camarillo.
He probably won't hear this. You're probably safe.
I think he probably deserved his blue belt because let's be honest, a blue belt is sometimes still a white belt.
It's a beginner belt. Most of the time, it's an entry level.
Yeah, and until they're right before getting their purple belt, then you finally start giving them the respect.
Or unless you're Chris and we're a blue belt for 10 years.
It was like 9.
I mean,
like 9.
Yeah, I mean, so I wouldn't say
sneaky blue belts. I call
like,
them.
no one likes Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
no one does. But to say he's overrated as a jiu-jitsu guy, I mean, it's a blue belt, and I mean, he's gotten it from a respectable person. So I mean, I think he's probably earned it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he has all the time in the world to train, and he's out there competing.
He blew his ACL.
He's also hanging out.
Blew his ACL.
He's also
year.
hanging out with your boy, Mikey Musim. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Mikey.
Mikey who? Musamechi.
But no, I think just the fact that he's training with a respected academy, I got respect for that.
Yeah.
You know, and he's doing it, right? I mean, Elon Musk,
Is he going to normal class?
Jiu-jitsu.
Well, because I mean, you look at other celebrities and they only do private classes.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Does Zuckerberg go to normal class, regular class?
I don't know his training schedule, but I know that Dave Camarillo is a guy that probably just doesn't give out a belt if you're a celebrity. I don't see that.
You know, a celebrity I got respect for that trains jiu-jitsu is Tom Hardy.
Yeah, 'cause
He
he's out there
did. He went and
competing like a
competed.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he could compete.
AC
in
Slater,
tournaments.
bro. He
Yeah.
goes out there and
True.
throws
I
down.
was gonna
bro.
say Mario Lopez is out there.
Yeah,
sad,
man.
dude.
Keeping his
Sad.
ears pretty because
Hey,
every time you see him compete,
he's got his headgear
yeah,
on.
man.
Yeah, but
Didn't he wear that in Saved by the Bell too? So
Yeah.
that's
Shit, it might be the
amazing.
same ones.
Huh, right? Yeah.
He had this funky one the other day. Actually, you brought that up. I've never seen a headgear like this, dude. Like, look it up. Look on his reels. I think he's wearing a Dodgers gi in it.
Yeah.
And he has this funky headgear thing going on. It almost like looks like, you know, the helmets the babies wear. Like, it looked like something like that.
Have you seen like the new football helmets? Like where they got the pads on the outside of the helmets?
Oh, those.
Oh,
for
yeah, the
like
ones they wear in practice.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think they're gonna start wearing them in games soon.
We'll see. We'll
One of these
see,
days,
man.
dude.
There's too many people like in that industry that want to put their logos on shit. They don't care about their safety.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true.
You know, that thing's gonna be full of sponsors eventually.
Every little pad has
Yeah.
a different sponsor on it.
The NBA's doing it. They started putting like sponsors on their jerseys and
Yeah, and then
Hey, are
like,
boxers still doing that on their backs? Remember when they get that painted on or whatever?
oh,
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Remember
that was
that?
dreadful, dude.
Dude.
and then you see it on the baseball jerseys now.
Talk
too.
about
I think
being
like
a
you see like
sellout.
Chase Chevrolet or something
Yeah.
on the Giants.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
All right, you got any more?
Go ahead. I could go for days,
let's see.
bro.
I want to know what you think about Gordon Ryan. Overrated, underappreciated. Gordon Ryan.
High-end. It's hard to say he's overrated. You can't really call him
he's the
underappreciated either. He's the GOAT for a reason, and he goes out there.
But I just
I
asked
mean-
because we talked about with Mika Gaval, the steroids put a little in there. You think he's on the juice, or you think Gordon Ryan's clean?
Oh, fucking Gordon's juice to the gills. But at least like with Mika, they made an excuse afterwards. There's no fucking doubting Gordon.
Yeah,
Like
Gordon. There's no way.
Interesting fact.
Gordon Ryan's on steroids.
No, Miragali just had that surgery on his shoulder. Shoulder's all fucked up, right?
but that's why he didn't
Pixley.
lose, man. He got hurt.
I heard he got demoted. I heard he got demoted.
He actually had the same surgery that I had in 2013. The ladder J repair. So they take out a piece of bone, they block everything in, they refix the ligaments, the tendons, the biceps, everything in there.
Damn.
So
he was messed up.
actually, oh yeah, dude, that's a bad surgery, and it takes a long time to recover. We're probably not going to see him for a year or longer, like at least.
Damn, dude.
It took me just to use my shoulder in a normal capacity almost a year.
That's why
Do
you
you
don't
think he-
underestimate your opponents, no matter what. Man.
For real, man. Do you think he comes back to the States between now and then?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I think he's going to be hitting some stem cells in some other countries. He's got to, like, at this point. And I don't know how that works. Like, he had the surgery, so he's probably got to let it heal a little bit and then maybe get some stem cells.
Maybe it helps it heal faster.
It's supposed to, but I'm sure you got to wait some sort of time. Like, I don't know if you can just shoot it right away with stem cells.
After a surgery, yeah.
I wouldn't know. We'd have to ask Coach on that one.
I mean, he's going back this month.
Yeah.
So,
Is he really?
yeah.
How's he feeling?
He's feeling good. He's like,
He's
said
rolling,
that-
right?
Yeah.
Looks like he's rolling all the time.
Yeah. Like, may have started
A little early.
a little early.
Who saw that coming?
But-
who saw that coming?
Dude, that man got knee surgery and was like there within like 3 days training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to take time off for like a tattoo. He's there the same evening.
Yeah.
I like how like when he first got him, he was like like it was a couple weeks later, he's like, all right, I'm going on my walk, you know, and then like after that, it looked like he started doing light lifting. I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to be doing that, bro. But all right. It was like one walk and then he was good.
It's called physical therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
Physical.
Yeah.
Right. You got to get physical. Otherwise there's no therapy, right?
Yeah, there's a different breed. Some of those like guys that came up in that old school time, you know, they don't take time off or anything. Steve Heath one time, dude, kid you not, bro. He's like telling a story and he's like, yeah, you got to hit the mats. And he jammed his finger into the mat and it broke his finger, dude. His finger was like bent in half and still probably is, like, if you see him. But like, and kept going with the story. And he's like, oh shit, I think it just broke my finger. I'm like, and dude, he never stopped training, like never even taped it up that I saw. Dude. He would just come back and train with a bent finger in half.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I had my finger do that one time after training. It was like stuck, like just the tip. And I was like, fuck, dude,
Just
am I going to look like
you guys are
dude?
on one today.
On one, bro.
Yeah, dude, freaking like roughly like probably like within a week or two after getting my purple belt, Kalani whooped my ass. Accidentally breaks my nose in the middle of a roll.
Accidentally.
I get off. We finish the round, so I'm nose bleeding. I go get off the mats to try to stop the bleeding because like I'm thinking it's a regular bleed, but the motherfucker is not stopping. All of a sudden, you hear, "Get the fuck back on the mats! It's just a little fucking blood and a broken nose. Get your fucking ass back out there." Next thing you know, I'm rolling with the dude in a white gi. I'm like, "My bad, bro.
I'm sorry, dude.
I owe you a gi after this.
Don't worry, I got like 20."
Just a crimson fucking mess, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Damn,
It looks like a WWE match afterwards.
Yeah, I didn't know my flat ass nose could break. To be honest, like, there's like barely any cartilage there as it is. I learned.
You
that
ever
day.
broke your nose?
Never broke my nose.
What?
Nope.
Oh, dude, it sucks.
Oh man, I'm like scared too as well. Like I already have like nose issues and breathing issues and things
Dude,
like that.
that's the whole thing I was worried about too. It's like, man, how am I going to use my CPAP?
Yeah. Oh man.
Damn.
Yeah, you got any more overrated, underappreciated?
Let's see. We went with Gordon Ryan. What about Craig Jones? Let's hear about Craig Jones.
Man, can we really say he's overrated? Because technically he's like number 2 overall all the time.
I know. It's hard to say. I think.
That's the best answer I like.
It's like
that we've heard so far.
Yeah.
Like, how do you call someone overrated? He's consistently just not the best guy. He's just right there.
Consistently not the best.
And then you watch him.
that.
You
like
watch
that.
him like roll with other people's black belts as he's going to all these seminars, and he's just making them look like children.
Right.
Like there was one. I think he was. I mean, yeah, it was like probably like the Philippines or something. And I actually made a meme out of it. The dude did something to him. He just picks the guy up. He was going to go throw him out the window.
Oh, I saw that one. Yeah. That's hella funny.
And then later, hey, dude, that's me. I'm like, that's cool, man. But like that dude that like, I think he had just posted about it or someone did. Like, I don't know why you guys go to these seminars thinking, let's be the one that catches Craig Jones.
Right.
Yeah.
Then he goes and breaks his leg.
Yeah.
Like, that's your own fucking fault, man. Like, goddamn.
Yeah. I like that though. Consistently not the best guy.
Yeah, he's not overrated at all, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking right there.
Yeah. All right.
So it's been awesome having you on, man. And I just want to kind of tell everyone how do they find your page? How do they follow you to keep up with all of your awesome memes? And if they want to steal them, how do they?
Well, you just screenshot it and then post it with your own stuff and then cover my face if you find it.
There's the secret.
Yeah. Follow me at hovekage.bjj. If you're an anime nerd, you'll get it. If not, then take the first 3 letters of my last name, which is Joven, Jov. Add cage with a K to the end of it, and then .bjj.
Say that one more time.
I don't know if I can,
Damn.
but like,
Says this guy who can't pronounce anything.
I can't say Musamechi.
Right.
He said it's so good.
What's the other names? What's the other names we got?
It's not that hard.
Just don't ask me to pronounce any of those Muay Thai fighter names.
Yeah.
Then I'm
Oh
fucked.
no. But those guys are savages though, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, man. Like, fuck that. Rod Tang just say, yeah, hit me some more. Like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm a sit. Now I might sit to guard.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna sit.
But it's been awesome having you on, man. And make sure you go follow his pages for more BJJ content. Make sure you support him out there in the competitive scene if you see him out there. Say what's up, too. He's a real nice guy. David's been awesome. Okay. David, we're going to give you the floor for just a few minutes to shout out whoever you want. The floor is yours.
Shout out to the meatheads at 5 a.m. at Buffalo Black Brotherhood, Aries BJJ Stockton, and then the rest of them niggas at 6 p.m. I look kind of blackish, so I can say that word. Just
I definitely can't.
No.
Other than that, shout out yourjujitsusucks.com or not .com. Well, yeah, it's a website. The sponsor, Your Jiu-Jitsu Sucks, YJJS brand. I can't say that, but I could say Musamechi.
There we go.
Shout out Kalani. Shout out Tony Dominguez. Shout out Ironside. Shout out JG Tracy. Whoever else I'm missing. Gas, Grappling Arts of Stockton. And everybody else that, Sunday service, man, come through.
Yeah. What time is Sunday service?
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
to 10 a.m. Come beat my ass, or at least try.
Every Sunday.
And that's primarily no-gi, right?
Primarily no-gi. Law would love to add some gi back into it, but, you no-gi lovers.
Yeah, I remember when I first started going to the
kind of
Sunday
mix,
service,
right?
they do like no-gi, and then they're like, all right, switch to gi. And I'd be like, all right, cool, peace.
Yeah, see, you're one of them.
I was. But now, but that was when I wasn't into training in the gi as much. Now I love the gi.
But November 2nd, you might be doing something.
Oh, that was a secret.
Oh, no. I mean, he might be coaching me as I compete in the gi.
No,
might be coaching me competing in the gi.
I am competing in the
I'm actually
gi.
thinking maybe no-gi.
Oh, shit.
I know. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what the brackets look like. Like, if it's not that big, I'll switch or whatever.
Dave tries to hurt your knee before.
Dave can't hurt my knee.
Dave
has to train to hurt my knee first.
See if Kai and Big Dan want to try to hurt your knee.
I know, dude. Big Dan hurt my shoulder. That's why I didn't do the subs on the shore. Yeah. But it was an accident. It was an accident.
He's always trying to leg lock me.
Yeah, he's into that now.
He's always trying to leg lock me when we
roll. And he's big and strong, and it's irritating, right?
So I always try to triangle him.
Yeah, no, we were rolling. It was like a week before or something like that, and I just come from work, and we started rolling an open mat, and it was just an awkward position. He was on my back, and like my shoulder just popped like 3 times. I was like, "Fuck, man!" So I had to pull out.
He didn't will to lot you.
No.
Sorry, Lot. I'm playing.
Ooh, I know that was rough. Poor Lot, dude. He's getting.
Lot's getting beat up.
Lot, I'm still your boy, dude. I'm still your fan. Buddy.
There was a lot of slams that day, man. Cyrus,
dude, that was brutal.
Cyrus
man.
dipped a kid that same day. Like,
damn,
man.
And then y'all are like, "Yeah, come on in."
Yeah,
come on in.
Sunday service, 8 a.m.
Man, you guys know Kalani has that personality, but he's a cool ass man. And you've been
absolutely.
When you're there, it's all
it's fun, and I will come back. I just got to get better fully because I can't go in there with you savages. Just not in shape.
Just come beat my lazy ass up.
I'll try.
But this has been another awesome episode. We appreciate having you on. Other than that, man, this is awesome. I'm Dave.
I'm Chris.
And we are out.
This is Grapplers Talk.